Good morning, Coyotes. My name is Ben Cash, and today I'm joined with
Aiden Rubalcava.
Mayah Board.
And Hrishab Krishna.
and welcome to the first episode of the new Coyote Call. It's been a while since our last episode, and there's going to be some big changes from here on out. But we have a great episode planned for you nonetheless, so let's get into it. So, Halloween just ended a while ago. How'd it go for you guys?
It went good. I got my candy and I'm happy.
I went trick-or-treating with my friends, and we had to cut it short because they had to leave. But other than that, it was pretty fun.
I went trick-or-treating with my friend's family, and it was fun. We got a lot of candy. It was my first time going trick-or-treating in Castaic, and I got to be Raven for Halloween. So I enjoyed my life.
Yeah, I got to be a hot dog. It was fun.
I was the Terminator, and I was upset because nobody knew who I was.
Cool. I just wore a mask.
I still don't know what the Terminator is.
It's from the movie.
It's the
Terminator.
funny robot guy. He has the
He
big
tries
eye.
to kill the other. He comes back from the future.
Yeah, and he
'cause,
says, Sarah Connor.
Yeah, because this one guy saves the world or something, and he defeats the robots. So then the Terminator comes back in time to kill him. So that never happens.
But
I still don't know who
but
that
then
is.
human killed Terminator, so then he don't do that.
Exactly. So there's this one guy who has to stop him.
Yeah.
Still don't know who it is. Okay.
It's
Wow.
fine.
I went to a Halloween party, and then we went trick-or-treating, but we left really late at 8. So by the time we got anywhere at Hillcrest, everybody was gone, and we only hit 5 houses or 5 to 10, in that range. We only really got any good houses when we went up to Barcelona Street.
Oh yeah, Barcelona's where I went.
Yeah, that's the good place, but we went there at 9.
Oh yeah, everyone was gone. I got in the car.
There were still a surprising amount of people that were still there on that street, but everybody else, they clocked out early.
I was gone. I got back in the car to drive back to my friend's house at 9:10, and as we were walking, everyone was getting their stuff and going back inside. They were done. They were trying to go to bed.
Yeah. We somehow managed to get a couple of people that were oh, I can't believe you guys are still out, and they managed to give us some candy. But, for my last Halloween, where it's sort of socially acceptable to trick-or-treat, felt kind of melancholy.
So many seniors went trick-or-treating. I was kind of scared that, I was going to be the only one. But, I saw almost every senior went trick-or-treating.
Yeah, but let that be a lesson to any underclassmen. If you want to be trick-or-treating when you're still a senior, don't worry about it. Don't let people tell you that you can't do it, because you can if you don't go at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Ryan. Anyway. Well, did you guys see the FNAF movie?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
Yes. That's what I thought.
It's a good opinion.
Thank you.
I thought it was pretty good if you knew the context of the games and stuff and the characters and all of the Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, if you looked at it a horror movie perspective, you're not going to like it. It's not horror.
Yeah, it's stuck in between this weird limbo of PG and R.
They tried so hard. They were going to make it R, but then they realized 90% of their fan base could not go see a rated R movie.
I understand why they did it. It's because they have a lot of kids that want to watch it.
And if they made it rated R, there was going to be they were going to make the Springtrap scene a lot more gory, but they couldn't because they couldn't make it rated R.
I feel
I
like
saw that.
that
It was
doesn't even
alright.
fit Five Nights at Freddy's that much in the first place. It's not the R-rated gore fest that we all
It's
kind of
not.
think it is. It's a lot more tame in the games than we actually think it is. Every major death is just sort of implied. We don't really. There's no actual gore in the game, so
There's
for there to
not.
be none really in the movies,
Makes
there's still some
sense.
brutal stuff in there, but it makes sense, right? Because it's kind of weird how they tried to dumb it down a little bit, because when we played that game as kids, they had a lot of scary stuff in there, and we managed to put up with it. We were fine. And this feels much more tame, but it does have a lot of messed up stuff in there a little bit. Well, I don't want to go too much into my opinions of the FNAF movie, because I have a review of the movie that I made that we're going to cut to in a second. But Hrishab, you said you didn't see it. Would you mind saying why?
I would watch it, but if I wanted to watch it, it would probably be with my parents, and they don't care. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would try, and every time I tried to watch a movie like that with my parents, I was like, guys, we should watch the new Sonic movie, and they're like, I don't care.
Yeah, they'd much rather watch Mission Impossible 2 instead of the FNAF movie.
Mission Impossible, that's the worst one too.
No, like Dead Reckoning, the second part.
Oh,
But
that's the best one.
yeah,
like
they'd rather spend their money on that than the FNAF movie because they don't know anything about FNAF. So yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Well, speaking of the FNAF movie review I made, let's get to that right now. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which was released on October 27th. Now you're one of two people with this movie. Either you're a fan of the games who saw it in the theater opening day, or you're not a fan of the game so you didn't care and just watched it a few days later on Peacock or didn't watch it at all. Either way, it's definitely been impossible to ignore. And now that it's out, opinions of it have been very divisive. I can see why. It's hard to definitively call this a good or bad movie. I think what it ultimately boils down to is whether you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's or not. And my theory is those who are fans expected to love it, and they did. And then those who weren't fans expected to hate it. And they did. But I want to be as fair to this movie as possible, so I wanted to judge it based on two things. Is it a good adaptation of FNAF, and is it a good movie that can stand on its own beyond that? I do consider myself a FNAF fan, so I may be biased, but personally, I love the movie. It's far from a perfect one-to-one adaptation of the games, but it was never supposed to be that in the first place. For one thing, Scott Cawthon, creator of the games and a writer for this film, specifically wanted this to be a new spin on the series. So a lot of the changes to the lore this movie makes may seem weird and canon-breaking at first, but you have to consider that this is more than likely a new continuity made just for the movies. In other words, the plots of the games and the movie and its upcoming sequels will both be their own separate things. Plus, even if they were trying to be as accurate as possible to the games, they wouldn't be able to hit every beat. FNAF lore is so convoluted and confusing that most summary videos of the complete story on YouTube are upwards of an hour and a half long, so one movie isn't going to cut it. This is clearly intended to be the first installment in a trilogy of films, and each subsequent film will dive deeper into the lore and introduce more elements of other games. They're not going to throw Nightmare Fredbear into the first movie. Still though, the amount of things they do manage to throw in makes it just satisfying enough that if this were to be the only FNAF movie, which it clearly won't be because of how well this movie did at the box office, I think I'd just be nearly satisfied. Though of course I want to see sequels with more characters. The film is said to be based on the first game specifically, but throws in some small elements from other games every now and then, including a series of cameos by Balloon Boy from Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and the inclusion of William Afton in the origin story, so to speak, of Springtrap as seen in the third game. This movie overall feels very faithful to the games, and the way they handle all the lore and the little moments from the games, while done much differently, sometimes in ways that'll leave fans disappointed, is still pretty accurate to the games, and nevertheless had fans like me with a dumb smile on our faces the whole time. With all the little references, YouTuber cameos, and all the other little things that made everyone in the theater scream, and made me, and I don't say this lightly, feel like a kid again. It really does feel like the games come to life, and for that I love it just enough to indulge in all of its sequel bait. So clearly I liked it, but would you like it? That's a tough question because if you're not a FNAF fan, I have to admit there's not really much here for you. If you're expecting a super creepy, gory horror movie, you'll be woefully disappointed, as this movie's about as scary as Goosebumps. It's a PG-13 horror movie and it feels like one too, and not in a good way. It still has some creepy moments with its fair share of jump scares and surprisingly brutal kills at points, but then stuff like that gets followed up by a scene with a little girl building a fort with Freddy and friends. This scene is definitely the one that split people the most, and I can't lie, when that came on screen I genuinely asked aloud, what am I watching? That scene didn't feel like Five Nights at Freddy's anymore, it felt like an average family movie. The film is at its best when it's trying to be a horror movie, I think for the most part it succeeds, but it seems to have two sides, a horrific slasher with killer robots, and Alvin and the Chipmunks with Freddy Fazbear, and the juxtaposition is pretty jarring to say the least. But still, it's good gateway horror, and I'd recommend it as a first horror movie for people who are easily scared. Otherwise though, with some flimsy dialogue and plot points here and there, and the fact that other than its source material, it doesn't really have anything special going for it, I can see why those who couldn't care less about FNAF couldn't care less about the movie. This is no FNAF fan converter, it's made specifically for the fans, and thus, unfortunately, is alienating for those who aren't. Make no mistake, it's a good FNAF movie, but whether it's a generally good movie is tricky to answer without the bias of being a fan. Which then makes it trickier to answer because those who don't have that bias would just say the movie sucks anyways. So yeah, critically, you can tear it apart. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 as a general movie, but as a FNAF fan, I think it's an 8.5. I liked it, but whether you should see it or not is something I can't confidently say, so you'll have to figure it out yourself. If you want to see it, or if you somehow haven't already, it's now playing in all major theaters and on Peacock, which is free, so why not check it out at that point, right? If you see it in theaters, I highly recommend you go with a group of friends, as that will make it infinitely more fun. Anyways, thanks for listening, now back to the show. Welcome back everyone, and now we're going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving, because it's coming up soon. So do you guys have any special or funny traditions for Thanksgiving?
Aiden.
So me and my family, we just go to my grandma's house, and we just eat tamales, have ham with pineapple, and that's just the best thing ever. Oh my God. And yeah, we just eat food and be fat and happy.
Yep.
Fat and happy.
That's
It's
the
American
motto
dream.
of Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
I go to Georgia every year to see my grandparents, and then I don't know if my older cousin's going to be there this year, which if he's not, I will be thoroughly mad because then I have nobody to play my Wii Sports with. And that ruins my entire Wii Sports tradition of us being impatient and my grandma saying, the food's going to be ready in 30 minutes. And we're like, that's too long. So we play Wii Sports because we like screaming through the entire house.
It's so funny, too, because you were talking to me before we started about how you play Wii Sports Golf specifically on Thanksgiving. And that's weird because I don't know why, but every Thanksgiving I have to play Wii Sports Baseball. I don't know why.
Man, Wii Sports does something.
Yeah, I don't know why it's Wii Sports, and I don't know why it's baseball. I don't know why it's on Thanksgiving, but something about that
Like,
just clicks for me.
I hate the Wii Sports Golf because I hate golf. But every Thanksgiving, if I don't play golf, my Thanksgiving has been ruined.
That's
like,
me with
it's not going to
baseball, like,
work.
it's not Thanksgiving for me without the baseball. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like baseball that much.
Or sometimes I throw
I don't
in
know
a
what a
little
Dodger is.
boxing. I love throwing in some Wii Sports boxing, but if it has to come after the golf. Like anything I do has to go after the golf.
I
Then
love
it'll work.
boxing, but like, I don't know if it's just like the nunchucks motion controls don't work, but like every time I try to throw a left punch, it always feels weird. Like it never really works that well. So I always like end up losing to my friends because of it.
What about you? What do you do?
I mean, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving, but like sometimes I'll be invited for a dinner somewhere. But other than that, not much.
Well, what do you celebrate anything instead of Thanksgiving?
No.
So you just treat it like a normal day.
I mean, yeah, but like my birthday's close to it, so I mean.
Have your birthday party on Thanksgiving. Oh, never mind. No one's available. Don't do that.
yeah,
No.
that's not gonna work. But like, my birthday's like sort of near Thanksgiving, so like they sort of go hand in hand.
When's your
I'd-
birthday?
The 12th.
Of what?
This in November.
Oh.
That's kind of soon. Well,
But, yeah.
happy upcoming birthday, 'cause that's probably
Thank
going
you,
to
thank
be
you.
like happening once this episode is out.
Of December, and I was like, wait, that's not. That's not.
Yeah,
anyway.
this Sunday.
What are you thankful for, Benjamin Cash?
I don't know. I actually haven't had much time to think about it. I mean, I'm thankful for life. I'm most thankful for all the people in my life, and all the cool stuff that I have. So, yeah, it's stuff that reminds me that yeah, life is actually pretty cool.
Aiden.
You know, I'm thankful for all my friends and family. They've made a huge impact on my life, and I'm just thankful for them. You know.
The number one thing I'm thankful for is also like my parents and my family. Yeah, they just like provide a lot of support.
The number one thing I'm thankful for is my mom, because my mom's everything to me. And then my friends. I love my friends. Shout out to all my friends who better be listening to this. And if they're not, no longer thankful for you. And I'm thankful that I got into my dream college, like 2 days ago. So I'm thankful for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats, Maya.
It goes to my friends too. If you don't watch this, then you're not a real friend. But anyways, what about Black Friday? You guys celebrate that?
It depends. Like again, it's near my birthday, so like if I want a birthday gift, it's usually bought on Black Friday.
That's the way to do it.
The
Yep.
only reason I celebrate Black Friday is because I'm cheap, and if you want a Christmas gift, it's gonna be on Black Friday because I'm not spending a lot of money unless you're like my close family, like you're my mom. I spent like a lot of money on my mom for Christmas and her birthday and everything.
Oh.
But if you're a friend, I will literally go to the dollar store and pick something up for you and say Merry Christmas because I'm not doing all that. But I usually get all my Christmas gifts on Black Friday deals.
Cool.
I actually have never participated in Black Friday, like not in the physical. Have you gone to like an actual store on Black Friday?
I haven't, but
I
my
went
mom
to
has.
two. I went to this cool in Georgia. There's this cool store on like the border of Georgia and whatever state's next to Georgia.
Alabama,
No.
Florida,
No.
Louisiana.
No. Okay, it's something. Okay, it's something. And I think it's Louisiana. And there's this cool like it's like a Goodwill but on steroids, and everything's like 9 cents there, but it's like good stuff. So I went there with my older cousin and my mom year before that, some year, and we got a lot of good things. They had if you get there early enough, they have PS5s and Xboxes for $1.
No way.
They
A
actually-
dollar?
A
Yeah,
dollar?
they're actually like they're working and good. Like my
Wait, that's
cousin got
wild.
one,
What?
and it still works. It's still serving him and thriving. Like I don't know, it's a really cool place.
For
So I want
$1?
to try and go early because I want to walk out of there and shove my PS5 that costs $1 in everyone's face. Anyway,
Just shove your PS face.
PS5 for $1 is wild.
I didn't think it was truthful, and then we got to the counter, and they were like $1, and I was like,
T-Mobile
$1.
real life.
I could $1.
This came out 2 years ago.
Anyway, I want one. They also have like Apple products back there. Like I could get a phone for like $3.
You gotta tell me what this place is.
I need to remember the name. I don't remember the name, but I will be going.
Have
to
like
it
a
this
Jimmy
year.
Neutron brain blast so you can remember it.
Nah, I'm sorry, not working.
What was the other store? You said there were two.
Well, the other one was Walmart. It was just Walmart. My grandpa loves Walmart, so we went to Walmart. It wasn't really for Black Friday. It just happened to be on Black Friday.
Was it crowded?
It was crowded. It was the most crowded I've ever seen in Walmart. I kind of forgot it was Black Friday, and then everyone was like in lines, and I was like, oh, guys, I just want some cookies. If you don't mind moving out of the way, I would just like my cookies. Also, Publix is crowded on a Black Friday, and it's a grocery store. I don't understand that, but okay.
Yo, they got grapes for 70% off.
No,
Everyone's
it's
like
probably
waiting
like-
in line at Publix, and I'm like, guys,
No, you
what are
gotta-
you trying to get?
You go to Walmart and then you might as well go get groceries, right? Like
Yeah.
on Friday.
Like, they're the same thing, though.
But
Walmart
you
is
can
like a
get
grocery store.
your
Okay,
Walmart.
Walmart isn't a great example, but like, yeah.
Ralph's.
Ralph's is still considered a grocery store.
No, but like, you know, you go to Target, you get all the Black Friday deals, and then
Target's
you're-
better. Target's food is not that. I mean, like it's food,
like
but
the
it's
items,
weird.
and then like you might as well go get groceries because
Yeah.
Friday, right? For the rest.
Who
of
does
the week.
grocery shopping at Target?
No, like after. No, like after. You know,
Man, you want
buy
to go to
stuff
Target
there.
and get some bread? Let's go to.
No, like you go to a different
Target is
store.
my one-stop shop for all my produce.
No, because like you're already out, right? So might as well go buy groceries. Like not
Yeah.
at Target, but at a different store.
I don't know. I think we went to. Oh, I should go to the mall. No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna get lost. I want to go to the Augusta Mall on a Black Friday day, and I'm never coming out of that thing alive. We went the day after Black Friday because they still had the deals, and I was scared.
Teenagers still go to the mall?
I wanted things, Benjamin.
What is it, 2003?
Amazon was busy fulfilling all their other Black Friday. Because why are they already doing Black Friday deals? Thanksgiving
Yeah,
is in
it-
2 weeks. So is
Yeah, like-
Walmart. Every time I open the Walmart page, they're like, get your Black Friday deals. Like, I haven't had my turkey yet. Let me eat first.
Yeah, just simmer down a little bit. Let me
Calm
wait.
down, man. It's not even a Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, like Black Friday deals. It's a Thursday, but
Like, we're chilling
sure.
on that nice Monday, and they're just like, get your Black Fridays. And I'm like, okay.
Cyber Monday, though. That goes hard.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday's wild.
I actually have only bought one thing on a Cyber Monday. I think it was AirPods.
I actually don't think I've bought anything.
I
on Black
wasted
Friday
my
or
Cyber Monday on some
Same.
AirPods that I lost 3 days later.
I got a headset on Cyber Monday.
I should get I'm gonna buy a whole PC. A whole PC on Cyber Monday. Do I have room for that? No. But I will be putting it somewhere because I want to play Valorant.
I love Valorant.
I love Valorant.
I'm a month sober though, so like
I haven't
I
been
actually have a
able to
life
play
now.
Valorant. I used to play it on my Chromebook.
I'm a
Man,
month sober from
Chromebook
Valorant.
gaming, it's different.
I'm a month sober from Valorant, so I actually have a social life now. But yeah, I'm going good. I'm going good.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
If a Thanksgiving football game had a theme, what theme would you want it to be and why?
The theme I want for a football game probably be family.
Family?
Like maybe like coming together or just like maybe just like a group of people like as a theme because you know like Thanksgiving is always coming together with family or friends and like being thankful for what you have. So I think that'd be a good theme.
Speaking of video games, we talked enough about the second most important event of November. Now it's time to talk about the most important event of November. Have you guys been hopping on Fortnite OG?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
Where are you dropping?
Where am I dropping? Wherever's far. I mean, it depends. Like, if I'm feeling really great, I drop Tilted. But, like, if I'm not, then I drop as far away from the battle bus as possible.
Tilted is something you have to be ready for.
Well, I'm always ready for Tilted, except, like, I usually get out of there with, like, 1 HP and no heals. But then, but I
He's like,
survive.
I'm always ready. I'm near death and crawling on the floor, but I'm ready.
Yeah. But I always drop Tilted if I'm playing squads or something, because then it's really funny. Because
I
all
love
my
playing
friends are bad.
squads with random people. That makes my day. Like, I love playing squads with my friends, but when I join with people who don't know me, it makes me laugh because they're I've had the worst luck, and they're usually like 7-year-old kids, and I'm just
Oh.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
always
I'm like,
whenever
I
I
hear
play,
them, and they're just like, so my mommy said that I have a little more time, so this is gonna be my last game, and I'm like, kid, what? Where did I? It's a place with a swamp. What's it called?
Moisty Meyer.
Moisty Meyer. That sounds so.
Is that in the game?
icky.
No.
That's not an OG.
No,
I don't
I
think
don't
it's a-
know.
I don't
No,
think
that
it's-
was that was in the
Yeah,
season
that was
prior.
that was.
I don't know
very
then.
early.
Because the thing the first thing I remember of like playing Fortnite was I used to drop at a swamp because it looked cool and I thought I was Shrek.
You thought you were Shrek.
I wanted to be Shrek. Leave me alone.
Shrek is cool.
I don't even remember where I dropped the first time I played Fortnite. I remember the first time was on mobile on like my mom's
Oh
phone.
yes.
The first time was
mobile.
on my iPad.
Yes, my iPad. I used to play Fortnite mobile on my iPad.
And then when I got an Xbox,
Yeah,
my mom
yeah.
had too many parental controls to the point where I couldn't download Fortnite yet because she made it that like I
Oh.
was 7 years old on there, so I couldn't do that.
I got like a gift card with my Xbox that gave me like a Rogue Spider Knight, which is like a rare skin, and then like
Oh yeah.
and like 2,000 V-Bucks. So when I got my Xbox, so I just downloaded Fortnite, and then I had the battle pass already. No money spent.
I've never spent V-Bucks on anything in my entire life.
Oh, I just
You
purchased
has
V-Bucks
spent, like,
recently,
Tens of thousands of V-Bucks.
Hold on, I'm looking for the place I used to drop.
When did you
No.
guys start playing?
Chapter 1, Season 9.
Jeez, okay.
I played Chapter 1, Season 3 in Fortnite back in 2018.
No idea. What I was in like. I was in 8th grade when I started. What year is 8th grade?
Like 2018, 19?
So
No, 2019, yeah.
so like
So that was late.
I don't know what map that is. It's because I wasn't into it until
That was like late chapter 1.
I wasn't
probably.
into it until this dude I liked was like, we should play Fortnite one day. And I was like, I play it all the time. Let's go. And then I had to like do things for about 3 hours before he got home. So it looked like I played a lot because I downloaded it with the, level 0. And I was like, no, I'm not admitting that I lied to this man.
Smooth.
Thanks.
Yeah, I started on chapter 1, season 4 on my mom's phone, and then I tried to download it on my crusty Windows 8 PC, and it ran at like 10 FPS.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
the best feeling.
I like didn't play it that much after that until I got it on the Switch. And I played it on the Switch for like most of my life because I had to, because I forgot my Epic account information. so I was stuck playing Fortnite. Like my friends were having fun with all the fun graphics on PC and
You're just on the
PS4,
Switch. 30
and I'm
30
stuck on the
frames per
Switch,
second.
which looks like a PS1 game.
Yep, 30 frames
Until
per
like
second.
chapter 4, season 2, where I'm looking for my Epic account information. I'm like, God, where is it? And my dad finally gives it to me, so I'm like, I can
That's
finally
wild.
download the game on PS5 and log
Let's
in.
go.
And I'm like, no looking back.
I started on my iPad, Chapter 1, Season 9, and then like I played for a month, and then I quit. And then I came back on Xbox when I got an Xbox in Chapter 2, Season 2, and then I played until Chapter 2, Season 5, and I quit again, and then I played in Chapter 4, Season 4.
You're quitting a lot.
Yeah, no, I quit to play Minecraft, and then I quit Minecraft to play Valorant.
I played on my iPad until Apple took it off with their little lawsuit.
Oh my god,
I hated that.
I was glad.
I was
'cause
so
on-
sad.
Yeah.
I was sad because like every Friday I would go to a friend's house. So he had an iPad and he had a phone. So what we would do, we would connect our controllers. Like I had 2 controllers, so I would connect them to his iPad and the phone, and we would play with each other. But then when they removed mobile, we were just stuck on the Chapter 2 Season 3 map.
Oh, I found where I landed.
So sad.
Um,
What is it called?
retail row.
Detail row. Okay.
I always used to land on Paradise Palms near the racetrack.
I
And my friends apparently all did the same thing, so we always dropped there in OG. But the problem is, I think everybody else has the same idea. So there's just like a swarm of people all going to Paradise Palms at once. So eventually we dropped it, and we're just like, we can't go here anymore.
my OG dropping place is a place that's not named on the map. It makes
Ah.
me sad. It's a little town, and it has a little soccer field, and it's my favorite little place.
I feel like my best memories with Fortnite are just walking around the unnamed places.
Yeah.
I love doing that. I gave them names.
My best memories in Fortnite are like dying while I'm like still gliding.
That is like-
I have to say, I think Chapter 2 was my most nostalgic season.
Oh, of course.
Honestly.
I'm not going to say it was the
No.
best season, but it was my favorite one.
No, Chapter 2, Season 2 to like Season 5, that was such a peak time. Though.
Season 2 and Season 5, they were peak seasons.
Yeah.
Like,
What
oh my
season-
god!
what
In
was
chapter
season
2, season
five?
2, when they had the helicopter,
Oh.
I would always go to where the helicopter was, like the
Oh,
helipad,
Lord.
and I just
Yeah.
stay in there the whole match.
Oh, chapter 2, season 2, I would always drop the grotto, man. I had like the fastest route to get to Brutus. I love the grotto so much.
I swear I know.
I love the
what
agency.
You're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I know all the things. I just don't know them by chapters. I just know them
It's
by.
like the one where there was Midas and like there was the swole cat.
Yeah, see, I know
Meowscles.
them by what like
Yeah, bro, I
different
love Meowscles.
characters what different skins they end up adding into the.
Did you go Shadow or Ghost that season?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay, I went,
Do you
I went
remember? Do
Shadow.
you remember the water season 3?
Oh, chapter 2, season 3 was so good. I would drop
Yeah.
Caddy Corner every single time.
Yeah.
Bro, the kid's charge shotgun was so fun with the shockwave launcher. Like, you just shockwave launcher up and then you fall down on kids just one pumping them.
Yeah.
My
And then
favorite
they
times.
ruined it with chapter 2, season 6. That's when it got bad.
Oh.
Yeah, chapter 2, season 4 was also so hype. It's just there were so many mythics. Like, oh my god.
Chapter
was
2
season-
from
was-
1 to 5, just perfect. Just
Perfect,
peak
perfect.
Fortnite in
Peak
my
Fortnite,
mind.
yeah.
And then they ruined it with season 6. Something
Season 6
happened
was
there.
trash,
They had the
bro.
crafting, like nobody liked that. And then
Yeah, that's-
the primal and makeshift weapons, they
Oh, yeah.
God, I hated that
I
season.
quit midway through season 5, so I didn't
7 and 8 got better.
Oh, I didn't play those. But
Yeah.
like season 4 was so fun because like everyone would drop Stark Industry and then it was just like the race to see who could get the good energy blaster
Yeah, I
faster.
loved the plasma blaster.
Oh, those were so funny. Cause like if you landed like I would always. I mean, I didn't know how to drop all that time, so everybody would just land before me, and then I would get beamed out of the sky by like 4 different people and Iron Man at the same time.
Yeah, and then the
sorry,
Spider-Man
Iron Man?
grapple gloves.
Yeah.
In which
Chapter 2, season 4, where there was Iron Man, Doctor Doom.
I had Spider-Man thing. What shoe?
That was like chapter 3.
I don't know.
Oh
what
my
it
god,
was,
wait.
But
I just had
it.
a revelation. Do you think they're going to put Thanos in Fortnite OG?
I hope so, but
I
don't
hope
think they are.
not.
I don't think they are.
I hope
You don't
not.
want Thanos?
Because I didn't
No.
get to experience that.
I saw people experience it and it wasn't fun. I had
Yeah.
friends who played Fortnite at the time and they didn't have much fun.
I'd like to
With Thanos
try
in the
it
game.
just for the funniness of it.
Yeah, it would only be fun if you're Thanos. Otherwise, I feel like you just get destroyed because I didn't know exactly what he did, but didn't he like summon meteors or something like that?
Yeah, or so. I remember everybody would just swarm towards the glove.
Yeah.
and I just never.
No, what I don't want them to add is the blade. I hated the blade.
I had the Infinity Blade.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
played for a little bit. That was like when I first ever played on my friend's phone. Dude, I hated the blade so much because like you can't beat it. Like, how are you supposed to beat it? I feel like now. I mean, I feel like now that people have gotten better, the blade would be easier to counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I hated the blade so much. Dude.
I feel like I really enjoyed the stuff in the later seasons, like chapter 3 and 4, where like the anime things and all the lightsabers, because
Oh
they
my
were just
God.
OP,
Bro.
and people would just be blasting each other, and the map would be exploding the whole map. It'd be hilarious.
Bro, the Deku Smash. Oh my
The
god.
Deku Smash and the
I don't even
Kamehameha.
want
I
to talk about.
loved that. I'm
I
sorry.
did. I don't even
miss
want to
those so
talk
much.
about
I
the
love
Deku
it because
Smash.
I got it like all the time, and I don't know how.
I
Like,
hate the Deku Smash because like I'll just be minding
It's so
my own
funny
business.
though.
I love how you can hear it coming when
Yeah.
you just hear it like whoa, and I'm like, oh no.
No.
Yeah,
I'll be-
even when you're not the one doing it, it's funny because you're like you can hear it and everyone's
I
like
also
run.
I also love how I hear it from like a mile away. Like I
But
hear
when-
someone
Yeah,
else
yeah.
dying to it, and I just start going because I'm not about
but
to
when
be
you
next.
have it, you
I
feel
never pick it up.
badass. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this
Bro,
guy.
I like
It's gonna be
whenever I
epic.
found one, I would like use all 3 as soon as possible because I did not want that in the game. I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah, I hated it so much because I would just be minding my own business, and then someone with the MK7 assault rifle would just laser me from across the
God,
map.
the MK7.
I would build up, pop a slurp. Okay, I'm back to full HP, and then I get Deku Smash from nowhere. And it just like how are you supposed to
No,
beat
because
it?
where do they come from?
Yeah, it just,
all the
like,
people
appears.
who have it are ninjas.
Yeah,
I
no.
swear.
It appears out of nowhere, and then I'm just dead. Like it doesn't like, bro.
Like I hear it, and I'm like, as soon as I hear it, I'm out of running time. I'm gonna try my best,
Like-
but I'm not gonna get very far.
Yeah, the anime things were broken, but the lightsabers were goated.
Oh, I
I
like the lightsabers.
really didn't pick it up much. They were good, but I didn't really find a use
I
for them.
looked like a furry little reindeer with a lightsaber in my hand, and I felt cool. It was
We should
my
all play
favorite.
Fortnite together. We
I
should
should.
definitely.
Yeah. I always ran double heals with the combat and a pump, so My third
This
slot
dude
would be
knows what
mobility.
he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about, but he knows what
No,
he's
I
talking
would
about.
run
He and I are Fortnite connoisseurs right now.
I would run 4 slurps with sharp tooth and a combat SMG. So my third slot would be like a rocket ram or like whatever the mobility was.
I love the rocket ram because it was so stupid. Just
The
like trying
rocket
to
ram was
slam
so
down
dumb.
on people.
No, because like the rocket ram was so annoying until I played the FNCS Community Cup. And then like I realized that tournaments only had 3 uses on it, and I was like, oh my god, thank God. Because that thing was always so annoying. Because like I'll be fighting someone, right? I'll hit them for 185, like max damage, and then they'll just rocket ram away, and then I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I really do feel like we should do like a segment for GMZ. We're all just like playing Fortnite.
Just play Fortnite. Yep.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see that.
1v1 tournament.
By the way, if you want to appear on an episode of the podcast, we're going to be offering a special opportunity that might just let you do that. Stay tuned for more information on this, but we'll be right back after some quick segments from you guys.
Hello and welcome to A Day in History, where we talk about events that happened today in history. Let's get right into it. 63 years ago today, the first submarine with nuclear missiles took to sea from Charleston, South Carolina in 1960. The world's first operational nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine was the USS George Washington, which carried 16 of these nuclear missiles called Polaris A-1 missiles. It entered service in December 1959 and conducted the first SSBN deterrent patrol in November 1960 through January 1961. 22 years ago today, the original Xbox console was introduced in the United States in 2001 and eventually came out to other countries like Australia, Europe, and Japan in 2002. The Xbox had a record-breaking launch in North America, selling 1.5 million units before the end of 2001, aided by the popularity of one of the system's launch titles, Halo Combat Evolved, which sold 1 million units by April 2002. The system went on to sell worldwide a total of 24 million units, including 16 million in North America. 10 years ago today, the PS4 launched in North America in 2013, which then launched in Europe, South America, and Australia 16 days later, and in Japan a few months later. The PS4 was released to critically acclaim, with the critics praising Sony for acknowledging its consumers' needs, embracing independent game development, and for not imposing the restricted digital rights management schemes like those originally announced by Microsoft for the Xbox One. 1 year ago today, the world population hit 8 billion people. It took nearly 12 years to reach this milestone, as the 7 billionth mark was hit in 2011. Venice Mabensag, a baby girl born in Manila, was recognized as a symbolic 8 billionth person on Earth. While the United Nations stated that they can't predict which exact baby will push us into the next billion, the Philippines Commission on Population and Development selected her as 8th billion person on Earth. Well, that wraps up A Day in History. See you next time.
Well, that's going to be about it for this episode, but before we go, we'd like to announce a special opportunity that we're offering our viewers and listeners. We're going to be hosting a contest on our social media, offering you a chance to enter to be the next guest on the show. To enter, there will be a Google form with some questions that you'll have to fill out to show why you want to be on the show and why we should have you on. We want to represent all of Cast Egg on the show, and we think this is as good of a way as any to do it. The Google form will be accessible in the description of this podcast on YouTube and Spotify, and our Instagram at Good Morning Cast Egg. Depending on how many responses we get, we may have multiple winners. So if you want to be on the show, don't miss out on this opportunity, because you may get to be part of the next episode. But for now, we'll see you next time, Coyotes. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.